Hi everyone, it's Joe. Welcome back to another ramble. It is 10:32 p.m. EST on Saturday, April 18th, and let us kick off the ramble. Ooh, it's now 10:33 p.m. EST. Okay. I have a sneaking suspicion that this ramble will have an interesting title. However, the interesting events probably won't be until the end. Heads up. So, let's see, last night after the ramble, I, don't remember what I did. Oh, actually, yes, I do. I got on Tomodachi Live, and then, 10 minutes after I got on, me got a girlfriend. So, this whole time, right, I played day one, and, an hour later, it was, one of the Miis I made, this girl, Sophie, had a crush on my Mii, and I was like, I hope this goes somewhere, and then I think I was talking to you all about it, and I was going to be very angry and upset if my Mii said no to her. Nope, okay, she said yes, so now they're in a, they're in a relationship, and it's adorable, and it's cute, and I love it. I was, kicking my feet, and I was super excited. I even tweeted about it. I was like, I have a relationship on my island, and it's adorable, and I love it, and it's awesome. And then I put in parentheses, it took my Mii 2 days to get a girl. It took my Mii on here 2 days to get a girlfriend. If only it were that easy for me in real life. So yeah, that was very exciting. Also, I don't remember. Okay, yesterday was Friday. Yesterday, because I made some Miis, I just don't remember if I talked about them at all. So yeah, you've got me, you've got Sophie, and then third Mii that I made during the demo was this guy named Zeke, which I believe I stole that name from a Final Fantasy game. Yeah. And then, I definitely talked about that. And then I made Nick from one of my classes, or I guess he's in two of my classes if you count lab. And then I made a non-binary character named Freya. With them, I was aiming for Goblin energy. I think I've talked about this, so I'm really sorry that I'm repeating myself. I just couldn't remember. And then after them, who did I make? Did I make... Oh, also, Zeke is into Freya. He has a crush on them, which is cute. I don't know if it's gonna go anywhere, though. Then I made, let's see, because we had two guys, we had two girls, we had a non-binary. So then I made another non-binary character named Quinn, and they ended up being, I think their personality is, something, rogue of some kind, which I think is really cool. I don't, remember what I was aiming for, but I like what I ended up with. So they're cool. And then earlier today, I wanted to add Freeren from, Freeren. Because I saw someone make it on the Reddit, on Tomodachi Life Reddit, and I was trying to copy it, and I was doing a terrible job, but I was like, okay, fine, we are not making Freeren. At least if we are, we're not making it based on somebody else's design. Well, then that turned into, I was thinking about some character, and it apparently my image, my base inspiration turns out to be the profile picture of somebody I'm friends with on my Switch, which is one of my mutuals on Twitter. So I made this character named Crystal. So we have 3 women, 2 dudes, 2 non-binary. And so I made her, and I felt like I did I felt I did a really good job. I thought I did super awesome, and her personality was reserved, aloof, observer, I think, which I thought was cool. But I thought appearance-wise, I thought I did an awesome job, because I was trying to I was trying to do more than I typically do. I was trying to do more, up my skills. So I did it, and I thought, wow, I did a really good job. So it's funny because then Quinn, they had fallen on the ground or whatever, so I was like, here, let me grab Crystal, and bring her over to them. That way they can help them get off the ground. So I brought Crystal over to Quinn, and then immediately Quinn is in love with Crystal, which I think is hilarious. Cause I can be like, yes, I did such a good job that immediately fell in love with this character I literally just made. And then I went and I re-edited all the memes I had previously made and kind of touched them up. Like, I didn't change the personality of any kind. I didn't change the height. I didn't change their weight. I didn't change like hair or anything. I just added like slight touch-ups. I just like added like some of them I think I had makeup to, and a couple of them I I adjusted facial feature positions, just like little tiny touch-ups. Not that there was nothing wrong with them prior, just like I was like, wow, just these little things. Like I know one thing I did was like I gave them like I don't know what the tab for it is called, but it's like in the eyes effects, like you can add like little sparkles. So I had added this little sparkle and I had shifted it over so it looks like that little glint that's in eyeball. And I had done that with Crystal. I'm like, that looks really good. So I gave that to all my niece. Like that's the big thing I did. Like I said, that I gave makeup to like a few of them, just because like I hadn't tried it previously, and I was like, that looks really good. I can use it as like a base. So I think I'm getting slightly better at making me's, which is cool. Unless they use the face paint feature, because oh my god, I don't think I could do that. That requires drawing, which I am abysmal at. Okay, I've gone like all sorts out of whack, but that's fine. So yeah, so I made the new character Crystal. I made her earlier today, but anyway, so I was playing Tomodachi Life last night, and I went to bed at 2 something. Didn't get out of bed today until 11 something. And Riley was coming to visit today, so we had the smaller power chair ready because we were gonna go to the mall. At least I thought we were going to, which was the plan. So I went and grabbed his parking pass, got a coffee, came back. He got here at about 12:45. So he got here, and we were gonna leave. So I hopped in the small power chair, like the smaller one, drove it outside. It was raining. Turns out that chair stops working in the water. So that changed things. So we managed to get it back into my dorm room. Riley folded it up, stuck it under my bed, and then we called my parents, and he went ahead and he took apart my main like power chair, and he put it back together just to see that he could do it, and if he thought it could fit in his car, because if he thought it could fit, we were gonna put it in his car and go to the mall. It was deemed that my power chair cannot fit in his car, so the next ideas were either go to the mall and try to get like a wheelchair or a power scooter from the mall, which we googled. Apparently they don't have them. Great. And then the last option related to the mall was I walked around on the mall or in the mall on foot, which I could have done. I just know it really would have worn me out, and I know that I would probably I would have like pushed myself. Intentional or not, I would have pushed myself more than I could handle, and I probably would have been like severe pain. So instead, we just kind of like so he was planning on leaving around 4, so I didn't know at the time. So it was like 2 something. So we were just kind of chatting and talking about stuff, and then he was playing a game called Nubby's Number Factory. And he was, like, showing me, and he's like, yeah, I really like it. So then he bought it on Steam, and he gifted it to me. So he wanted to see me play it. So I played, like, a round. It's pretty fun. So after I played Nubbies, it was about 3 o'clock, and I was like, so do you want to go? Like, I didn't know he was going to leave around 4. So I was like, do you want to go to them? Like, do you, like, go somewhere and, like, do something? Like, even if it's on foot? And he's like, well, I was going to leave around 4. I was like, okay. And so he told me, he's like, although I do kind of want to drink. So it's like, okay, that's fine. I can do that. So I got my power chair, and we went to campus. And I went and, like, we got him a drink from the vending machine. And then I kind of just dragged him around. Like, we just walked around. Cause I just show him places. I don't know if he enjoys it, but he gets steps in. I'm just like, yeah, here's where my classes are. Here's some stuff. Let's look at this. So like we just we went around, and then at about 3:50, he's like, should we start heading back? I want to get to the car by 4. So we went back. There were geese. I was terrified. He said we'd be fine, and if they tried to get me, he would get them. So we managed to get back to his car, and then he left. And so then he left, and I called my mom to let her know that it was just he was gone. It was just me, and I was trying to figure out what to do for dinner. So I had decided I was going to go to campus. So I left my building, and I was going up the hill, and then suddenly the battery light on my chair went from full to 1 in like 2 seconds, or went from 4 lights out of 5 to 1 out of 5. So I turned my chair around, and I plugged my chair in, and I ate dinner in my room. After eating dinner, I did some things that I'm talking about at the end. After I did said things, I played Damaracule for a bit. Like I said, I made Crystal. I've just been doing like the little like me tasks. I added some new stuff to my island, like decorations and stuff. I've rearranged some houses. I'm having a very good time. And then I exercised for about 30 minutes, and then here we are. So now I'm going to discuss what is in the title, assuming I titled this the way I want to. I today fought with my hair, and I won, but at what cost? That reminds me, I need to shave, I think, actually. I think I could maybe... No, I can get away with not doing it today. I'll say give my skin a break from being constantly razored up, I guess. So this morning I had this idea. I was gonna spray some of my what's it called? Like I think it's called like body mist or something. I was gonna spray some on my hairbrush, and I was gonna brush it into my hair and see what that does. So I got my hair wet because you don't want to brush while it's dry, and I was brushing it in, and I didn't really know if it was doing anything, but I noticed, I'm like, okay, while we're doing this, because it's a detangle brush, I'm like, let's try to get like it all detangled. So there was a knot in my hair that was like one of the ones that's like hard and dry and like kind of, I don't want to say crusty feeling, because that sounds really gross, but it's like just, it felt gross. For the record, I feel the need to clarify that I do wash my hair. I feel that I keep myself clean relatively. I think stuff just like built up and it got tangled, and just I have never I think it's been there a while. So I'm like, okay, let's try to get it out. So I'm getting that specific part of it wet with water, and I'm brushing and I'm brushing and I'm brushing. Well, so I got it out, except instead of it just like untangling, it came out in like a medium-sized clump. But like it got the clump was just like the hard part, and then like just a little bit like leading to it, if that makes sense. And so naturally my reaction to this event was, oh my god, I feel like I just beat a boss in a boss fight. I feel like I just fought the Dark Souls boss equivalent of like my hair. I fought the boss and I won against my hair. I'm not kidding, this is actually what went through my head. So then it was like, okay, and I was feeling around in my hair, and I felt that there was another knot, and I was like, okay, well, let's go ahead and get that one. So I did the same kind of thing. Sure enough, same thing happened again. I'm like, okay, whatever. I got it. Yay, woo, yippee. So then, Riley came, and, we did the thing, and he left, I had dinner, whatever. Well, so then, afterwards, I was at the sink, and I happened to feel my hair again, and there was another knot. Same kind of feel. I was like, okay, great. So I got my hair wet, and I started doing it, and it just wasn't coming out. So I had been standing for a while, and I was like, let me sit down. I can go do this like at my desk or something, and I can like have the tray out. That way, any hair that like wants to come off my brush or come out of my head can land there, and it'll be easy to clean it. So I'm doing that, and like it's just not coming out. Like it's refusing. So, by this point, I've won two boss battles. I've won two boss battles today against my hair. I'm like, I got this. I just keep going. Well, by this point, my hair is dry. I probably shouldn't be brushing it, but I'm like, I am determined to get this out. So I'm going. Finally, comes out. Big clump. Get it. So I put it all in the trash, like everything that's come out. I finally decided to Google, and I'm like, is it bad if I'm brushing my hair and like and it's curly and I brush and the knot comes out in like a big clump? Turns out, according to Google, yes, that's very bad. That means there's breakage and you shouldn't look for that to happen. That's a bad thing. In order to avoid this, you should use conditioner and brush when it's wet and blah, blah, blah. Well, I hear some of you saying, Joe, obviously that wasn't a good thing. Why on earth did you do it for a third time? And to that I say, it felt really good to win the boss fights against the hair knots that have been plaguing my hair for months. Right now, I don't feel a single one, and I'm so happy. I'm sure it'll be back super soon, but right now, I'm at peace. And in my defense, I say, I don't know. I don't know how to do things when it comes to my hair. I don't know the proper way to do any of this. I am now deciding that when I get money, I need to buy some conditioner, and I need to probably get I was researching after the third clump, and everybody, like, how do you get really bad knots out? It was like, get this one kind of brush, get conditioner, blah blah blah. So I'm gonna get one of those brushes. I'm gonna get conditioner. I'm like looking up, like, you should only you should only get your hair wet when you're gonna like shampoo it, and I'm gonna try and like not get my hair wet when I'm showering unless it's like a day where I'm gonna use shampoo or whatever. Like, once again, I don't know if any of this is to be trusted because I don't know anything. But like I don't know what to do. I have no one to ask. And I can't like go see a person. And I know I've talked about this a bunch of times, so I'm not gonna like say everything over and over again because I know I've talked about it before. It's just like, so I won the battles, all three of them, but at what cost? There are like three kind of not necessarily small sized clumps in my trash right now from all three of these knots that I got on my hair. Go team. Ooh. Yeah, I should have stopped myself. Or I should have felt that something was wrong after the first one, but it just felt so good that I finally got one of them out, even if it physically came out or off of my head, which, so I'm sure I don't notice like a appearance wise difference. I'm sure I've just affected the, I don't know, like lengthwise everything seems to be about the same, volume wise about the same. Like I don't know. So here's hoping maybe I didn't get that much hair out. Like maybe it just looks like a lot because it was just clumped together. I don't know. And to that, maybe if you had untangled it, it'd be a lot and it would look better. And that's not wrong. I just didn't know what to do, and I don't know who to talk to or where to go. Where to go specifically on campus because I can't go anywhere like actually. And as for who to talk to, I don't you all know I don't talk to anybody really about any of this because I don't trust them. I guess I talk to my therapist when it comes up, but it doesn't frequently come up. I'm gonna get torn a new one next time I see her. I'm sure she's gonna be like, no, why did you do that? No, oh god. I mean, she's not going to yell at me. I can just sense the conversation that is going to be had. So yeah, that was a thing that occurred today. But I won, isn't, could I get some applause for that? Yeah, like, go Joe, you showed him, go girl, you beat the you beat the hair knots. Jesus. Okay, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here because I think that's everything. I know I talked about rally visiting, I talked about Tomodachi Life. Yeah, I think that might be everything. I mentioned I did my exercising. Yeah, I think we're good. So, I'm going to wrap it up here. As always, if you liked what you're listening to, hit like, leave feedback in the comments below. especially if you have hair tips when it comes to curly hair, because oh my god, apparently I'm just doing it all wrong, which I should have been able to sense myself, but apparently not. Feedback in the comments below. Subscribe and turn on post notifications to stay updated on things I post. Follow me on Twitter if you feel some kind of do something. That's in the description below. And as always, don't forget, your support means the world to me. I love you all, and most importantly, I wish my best to you more than anyone else and anything else in the entire world. I cannot wait until I get to talk to her again and hang out with her and ask her if she knows how to handle hair knots. I don't remember. I'm struggling. I don't think her hair curls from what I remember. I could be misremembering. If I am, I'm sorry, Dusty. But I'm hoping that she would just have the knowledge and know-how from her years of existing and knowing the things that I don't. In my experience, she just has the answer to things in this kind of realm. I'll be like, she was the person who got me to start brushing my hair, because she knows that I like to like play with it. Like I like to like twirl it with my fingers, and it's just a thing that I do. Kind of like when I don't know if it's necessarily always when I'm anxious. I just kind of do it. In fact, I'm doing it right now. And I remember she was the one who's like, okay, you need to brush your hair, because if it's hurting when you're doing that, that means your hair is all tangled up and you need to untangle. So, I'm hoping she would possess the info. Now, if she does possess the info, I'm not getting the answers for a long time. And I think I even talked about this the other day. I'm sorry. I repeat myself constantly. But I don't care. Because it's my thing. And if you don't like listening to it, you can choose to not to. Good job, Joe. That was a very smooth sentence. You are on point today. Anyway, I already said it. I already did stuff. Yeah, you're already expecting me to stop. Jesus. Okay, I'll be back tomorrow with another ramble. Until then, bye.